Everything you never heard. We be talking, oh, we talking. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of We Be Talking. Happy New Year. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, so happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, all the time it's been that long, right?
Y'all ain't gonna believe this. So for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of those, we did videos, but
We
we just
did.
didn't post them.
Yes, we miss you guys. Y'all miss us?
We've been
Comment
bad.
down below. But anyway, so I'm Tamara, as you may know, and that's my girl Sheikah, and we are
Hello.
talking. And we got a good topic for you today. But before we go into that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We're looking for more subscribers and viewers, y'all. We've been looking at our stuff and be like, ooh, our viewers ain't been watching our stuff. But anyway,
We can't really blame y'all. We haven't been active.
I know we haven't been active, but we're back on it. We're back on it. So y'all need to get back on it too.
So we all are. We back on, so y'all back on, period.
Hey, it's a new year. Let's get it. Let's get it popping. Did you do any New Year's resolutions?
I did not.
Me neither. I never do. I used to back in the day when I was a teenager or early 20s, but
I just feel like true change comes when your mindset change, not when not when the new year comes. You know, everybody say new year, fresh start, but
it's only just another day to be
right. You can fresh start. You change when your mind changes. So with that being said, there has been some things that has changed in my life because I say, you know what, I just had a mind switch to say, I'm not doing that no more. Or I want to do this way. I want to live this way. I want to feel healthier, be healthy, whatever the case may be. So no, but I did make some changes throughout this year. Like I decided we've been on a consecration and I just decided to some of the things that I'm doing on this, I decided to continue. More spiritual than anything. I think my spiritual life affects my natural life. That's my belief.
Absolutely.
I just feel like if I continue on certain paths, right, then I'll see true change. So no, I didn't make no New Year's resolutions. I'm not a New Year's resolution type person. Now,
me neither.
What we are doing is our vision boards. We do our vision boards because I believe in vision. You know.
Yes, write it down, make it plain.
Right. So as far as the resolution, not your girl.
But that's important though. What you look like trying to get your physical self together, but your spiritual life is in a shambles. Come on now.
Let's do necessary work to get us where we all need to be. I believe, and this has nothing to do with the topic, but I believe that our spiritual life create a natural discipline in us.
Yes, it does.
Have discipline in that, then we can have discipline in anything. If I can have discipline in what I'm doing right now,
I can have discipline in everything.
Because this area that we're disciplined is sometimes it can be the strong one of the strongest driving forces, right? And if we can discipline that and say no, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that with everything around you.
Yes.
I feel like you can have discipline in anything. You just set your mind to it. So that's why I'm okay.
Yes. Yep. So here's to the new year, discipline. That's it. That's the word. What is our topic today, Sheikah?
I don't know how to say it.
Me neither. That's why I said. That's why I put you on the spot.
I thought we had figured this out now. Okay, so pretty much the topic of the day is this offensive to ask a single woman, why you not getting married? Or why you ain't married yet, girl? Or
why you ain't got a man?
Where your man at?
Where your man
at? You got all this going on. And so I know I've ran into, well, you know what? Let's see. Maybe about one person really was like, can you not ask me that? One person was like, I just can't take it. But and then, talking to you often, so it I think it's a triggering thing because it's something that I'm not gonna say secretly want because I can't speak for all single women, but it's something that they want, or some women may want it or have wanted it at a certain time and it just hasn't happened, and it reminds them that they don't have a man, or it's an insecurity that they deal with. Like, what is wrong with me? Why don't I have a man? Why can't I have a flourishing relationship? Most women, like, career driven, were doing, you would say, doing really well for themselves, got all this going on, pretty, nice looking, got all this, independent. Why wouldn't a man want to be with someone like that versus, I was gonna say somebody's name, who's sitting at home, don't want to work, ain't gonna work, just living off, you know what I mean, type deal. But you didn't have that ain't the relationship. Why is it? And I can see why saying, girl, why you ain't got no kids? You need to have a baby, because I feel as though don't do that part. And I guess looking into a single woman who probably deal with insecurities, or they probably feel like something's going on with them, or they just don't want to put up with the bull crap. And that, when it comes to like any type of guy, but like asking a woman, like, when you gonna have a baby, or why you ain't had a baby already, like that's their choice, that's they do what they want to do type deal, you know what I mean? But I don't know. What about before we tackle the having a baby portion, what about this question about why you ain't got no man, girl? I can see that being offensive.
So for me, I can speak for a single woman because I'm single.
Right.
And for me, it has zero to do with insecurities. Nothing at all about me being single has anything to do with.
Well, that's for you. And let me say this. Yeah. I know that to be true for you, because you never really got offensive with me.
Not offended, no.
Talk about it, and you never get like irritated or moody about it. It's not like leave me alone about
it. But what I be saying though? What I say?
Girl, you don't want nobody to disturb your peace.
Yes, for me.
You're very content. So I can tell for you that's not the case, but for some, the way they come across, they offended. They got some issues.
For some, it is. It could be a touchy topic for some, but for me, it has nothing to do with insecurity or anything like that. I think because I'm so selective, and sometimes I think because the way that I'm selective and I know what I want, and if I don't see it, I don't want to settle for less than what I want. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with the idea of never finding what I want. If my standards is too high, then all right, then that's okay.
And I'm okay. So much growth in you, but go ahead. And I'm gonna tell you why later. Finish your subject.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being single. I'm okay with myself. I'm okay with what I'm doing in my life. I think a relationship, it's a good thing when you have a good, healthy relationship. But why would I want to let go of the peace that I have with myself in my home, with my children, or whatever I got going on, to get into a relationship that's full of turmoil? Right. I don't want, and that's where the selective part comes in, because you have to have certain things about you for me to even select you. And it's not about you picking me, I'm picking you. Right. Because if it was about you picking me, I would have been picked already. So there's certain things I feel like a man needs to have that I'm not going to let up on. Not saying that, or maybe I'm saying, because some people have told me that my standards was too high, and that's okay. If it's too high, then it's maybe you're not the one, and that's okay. I'm not offended by that, But like I know some women definitely want to be in a relationship, and that's fine too. That's their choice. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a healthy, flourishing relationship. If I were to be in one, that's the one I would choose, a healthy, flourishing relationship, right. But some women really, really want it, and they're not okay with being single. So when you come and ask them, why are you single? I could see that being so irritating, like, leave me alone. Why you keep asking me that?
And they probably be like, I ask myself this question every day, and here you come along.
And right, and then you look at some very successful women. They're beautiful. They're thriving in their careers, and they're doing really, really well. And you would think that any man would want them, but he hasn't worked out that way for them. So, right. And they could be thinking the same thing. What's wrong with me? Like you said, Sheik, in the beginning. Yeah. What's wrong with me? Look at me. Am I ugly? I look at me and I see beauty. So what? Right. So, but for the not having a baby thing, don't ask nobody that. You don't know the circumstance. You don't know if they've been trying. You don't know how many miscarriages they've had. You don't know what's going on. Just be sensitive. Mind your business.
I think it's so rude to say, why you got no having a baby? Or for me, I don't like when people want you to have babies or more babies. Like, oh, you should do this again. For me,
you're gonna take care of these babies?
For me, that's so aggravating because people do me like this all the time.
They want you to have more babies?
Or they always like, girl, you pregnant. You finna have another one. You gonna have two more. I think because I had twins, yes, I get it all the time. Like, girl, what you do? You had some more. They so pretty. Da 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 da. Like always saying, or it's always an ongoing joke or something about me having another baby or two more. I think just the fascination to see if it's gonna be two more babies is a thing. But I'm like, that's so irritating because I don't want another child as long as I live.
Listen. And that's on Mary and the little lamb and Joseph and
Peter
baby Jesus.
Baby, anybody. That's on all the lambs in the world. Like I don't
girl said all the lambs in the world.
I would never have another. No, okay. My tubes aren't tied. And where I am right now today, if something was to happen, like, because my tubes aren't tied and I have this certain birth control, if there was a chance and I was to get pregnant and that small chance of getting pregnant with this birth control, then okay, I'm gonna keep the baby. And that's all.
Right, but you're not actively trying to.
But God knows that would be for me. That would be like,
ooh, child.
I can't fathom. First off, the expenses and where I want to go in my life, what we got going on, the things
that's not conducive to walking around with no little baby now. And your babies are 14.
No pouch. I got 2 kids. They leaving the house in a couple months. They going off into the world, being great. I'm not gonna start over. No,
girl, that's what I said. Can you imagine me changing diapers?
That'll be starting all
and making bottles and breastfeeding.
No. The next 3 years, next 3 to 4 years, I'm gonna be empty nesters. And guess what? I'm gonna enjoy that.
There you go. You and your husband enjoy that time.
And the way we're setting them up, the way that they're set up, the way we have it set up, we ain't planning on spending a whole lot of money for college and all that stuff. That's the way it's set up. We setting this up now. And hit me up if y'all want to know. But so we gonna enjoy our life. And that's right. But don't talk about I feel like it's very offensive to talk about another woman's womb. Like, especially when you come in like, why you ain't got no kids.
It's insensitive.
What you mean, why I don't have no kids? I don't want no kids. I tell people all the time, and I can't tell people this either. Don't have no kids. I can't.
Right. There are those women who don't want to have kids that, feel like, and that's their prerogative. They don't have to have kids if they don't want to.
And most of the time, these single women out here, they get so jumpy because they horny is all get out.
And there are a lot of women out there that are very sexually active that are single. And
I ain't talking about the very sexually active ones. And I can see that being frustrating too, because you're dealing with men that don't want to do nothing but
have sex with you.
The hot pocket, but they don't want to keep the hot pocket in the freezer, and they freeze. They want to just take the hot pocket out and then throw it away. They don't want it.
Oh Lord Jesus! Don't give these men your hot pocket. Keep your hot pocket, girl.
So and I can see that being like, man, all I'm doing is giving, like, because what you get out of that, then a few seconds, few minutes of pleasure. One girl said it. One girl said they did it for 2 hours straight, no break.
2 hours straight, no break. First of all, I have a theory about that.
Wait, let me tell you, I'm not making this up. I swear to God. And
first of all, if a man is in you for 2 hours straight, something's not right. You can't stay in me for no 2 hours straight.
Girl, listen, that's what the other people around her, and when we heard her say that, we're like, girl, shut up. And this person had a problem with, just making things to be something that are not like really like
be embellishing.
girl, embellish
She
it.
be lying. She be lying.
All the time.
Put it plain layman's terms. She be lying, y'all. Talking about some 2 hours straight. You shouldn't. And even if that is true, why would you be proud to say a man could stay in you for 2 hours straight? That just tells me that your box ain't that good. You're not gonna stay in me for 2 hours straight and nothing happen. You just going for 2 hours? What?
Look, wait a minute. First off, after that, your box definitely tore up.
Right? Dry and
ain't nothing happening for 2 hours. Girl, bye.
That old dry box. Get out of here with that.
Girl,
but
15 minutes be a stretch. You be like, wait.
Listen.
And you got a little older that things.
Come on. I was just about to say, when you were younger, you wanted a little longer, whatever.
No.
You get a little older, you be like, all right, that's good.
10 minutes at the most.
That's good. Go ahead and do your thing. Come on now.
We ain't got all day. Good grief.
I got stuff to do.
You just don't want to be bothered that long. You really don't. Your body ain't set up to go that long. You be right there. But anyway, that's why y'all need to get it, don't worry about it. I was gonna say something.
Yes.
Because I want people to think something to me that's not true.
Yes. So tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that I'm too do y'all think Sheikah, do you think that I'm too selective? Do you think that you think my standards are too high? Should I relax my standards a little bit and settle for
when you start relaxing your standards, then you start dibbling and dabbling in them bums, people that you really don't want to be bothered with. Like people that, let me say this, your standards, right? If a man don't meet your standards, it's not necessarily true that he's no good or he not.
Right. He's just not the one for you.
It's just not your standard
for you.
You get what I'm saying? Based on the way your life is set up and based on the way things are going for you. You know what I mean? And you know what you got going on in your life, and you need a guy who gonna, be okay with your life and the way it's set up. So, or can accommodate or can help you, or whatever the case may be. So just because he's not meeting your standards, it don't mean that he's not a good guy. And I think a lot of guys get offended when people be like, no, this, that, and the third, Don't get offended, boo. That just means
right. You're still a good man if that's what you are.
You might be a good man for somebody else, but it's just
you're not going to be a good man for everybody out there.
Right.
You're not for everybody. Right. You are for somebody specific.
Right.
It's not
right. Yeah. So I don't think your standards are too high. I think they're perfect. Okay. Good. Let me tell you this story. I heard this lady, right? She was single. She was like, all she wanted was a man, and she was a believer. So this fits. She was a believer, and all she wanted was like a man. Like, oh, what's wrong with me? I'm cute. I got this. My career, blah blah blah. Everything we've been talking about, like career was on check. She had her finances together. Check. She lived by herself. Check. She had her own car, own everything. Check. She kept her body in shape. Gym life. Check. She wouldn't look sloppy and raunchy. She had a relationship with the Lord, loved the Lord, so she felt like she was a good person. Check, right? So she felt like all these checks was in the box. Like, okay, so I know a man would love to have a woman like me. Well, she just never found this guy. And throughout her relationship with the Lord, he told her, she said the Lord kind of like spoke to her and told her, don't worry about no man. As a matter of fact, I want you to focus on me only. And I want you to get to the point of being comfortable with never having a man ever.
Yes.
And so she said when she first heard it, she was
like, Lord, what did you talk about her?
Like, Lord, never having sex.
ever?
Like she started thinking about She started thinking about all these things, but we gotta know the God we serve. He loves us so much. And he wants us to, he desires that we have a life of joy and fulfillment. And whatever that may look like for you, he desires that. As a matter of fact, that's what he has planned for your life. So if we can give our lives over fully to him, trust him, and stop trying to do it ourselves, those things will fall in place. So she finally got to the point where she accepted what God had sold her and was like, okay, I'm done. No me. And literally, That was her mindset. She quit looking the way she was looking because she had a little strategy how she was gonna look. She quit looking. She turned it off. As a matter of fact, she said when certain guys would talk to her, she'd be like, bye.
Yeah.
Because her mindset was, this is what I want out of life. I want to please the Lord. I want to be fulfilled.
There you go.
Because her fulfillment was coming from God, not from a human. So she was like, that's what she started to go after, the fulfillment of God in her life. And as soon as she kind of got on that path and was rolling with that, then she met her husband. And it just
look at that. She wasn't even looking.
No,
she wasn't even looking.
She wasn't even concerned, but she met her husband.
Yeah.
He's the perfect guy for her. Saved, love the Lord, all of the things that she had checked off in her box for a man. He was that, he had that. So with that being said, I don't think your standards are too high. I think you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. And the right one.
I heard it from Sheikah.
He gonna fit that puzzle perfectly. So all the rest of them that don't fit in that puzzle, bye. This is the puzzle piece. You coming here like this, literally. We can't have that. You got to fit in the puzzle. You got to fit.
I'm slow. I
wasn't even talk about that part, but yeah. If it's the puzzle piece, you don't need to be, bruh. You just don't go. You ain't got enough. You ain't, still too much air. Okay. I'm just saying.
Welcome back, Sheikah.
You know I'm back. Y'all, don't
but anyway, can y'all tell us how y'all feel about this? Do y'all for the women that watch, the single women and the women in relationship, married or whatever, that watch us, what do y'all think about this? Do you for the single women, do you get that? Do people ask you all the time, why are you still single? Why you got no man and all this? And how do you feel about it? And for the ones that are in relationships, have you asked somebody that, or you thought that about somebody? Like, why should I?
I thought it up plenty of times. And if I felt like I'm comfortable with them, I have talked to them about
then you can, yeah.
But like I said, it was one person that I thought, I could talk to about it. She
was like, girl, stop, don't ask
me. I could tell that's something, sensitive right there.
Right. And then coming from you, who's married, who's in a relationship, like, go over there with your husband. Don't ask me nothing.
This person always say, girl, you got such a good man.
Oh, Lord.
I'd be like,
I think I know who it is.
Maybe we're not cutting that part out, but yes.
We're not cutting it out. We keep it.
Can't say it's Mario.
No, I don't know who it is. I'm sure.
When we get out here.
Yeah, girl. But anyways, it's so nice to be talking to y'all again. It's been so long. It feel like it's been like a year. It ain't been a year, but I feel like it's been a very long time.
It has been since last year, though.
Since last year, but not a year. But
that's it. Maybe seen you since last year. But
yes, y'all.
With that being said, y'all don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we understand. Yes, we have a compassion. We know we've been like inactive, so you guys have, it's gonna take out a little bit to kind of get on board with what we're doing.
Get back on with us.
But
we still love y'all.
Just go ahead and let your friend know. Let your friend know to let a friend know, and cousin, auntie, your grandma. Put your grandma on. She might got a lot to say about the comments. So anyway, we enjoy having you guys. The ones that we have, we thank you. And keep watching us.
Yes, we love you. Bye.
Bye.
Talking.